mentally, I would say I do have some anxiety about this first run. You know, I'd be kidding if I say I don't, because, you know, with the bike, you know, that first time I got on the bike, I had some anxiety about how it would feel and stuff, but it was the first day after surgery, so the expectations weren't extremely high. And also, you know, obviously the biking never was really a problem prior to the surgery. So, you know, the first run, of all things, on my way out of the appointment, I ran into another local runner and kind of said, hey, you know, what are you doing in here? And he's like, oh, I had my meniscus, you know, surgery last year and I still can't run, kind of a deal. So he had a much bigger piece of his meniscus taken out, but you know, he kind of, in his own words, something like, you know, it's pretty depressing to not be running, stuff like that. So as much as I have this positive mentality and I 100% feel in my gut that I'm going to be running this marathon on June 27th as part of the Ironman, I do have that anxiety and some, you know, mixed feelings about what this first run could feel like and the progression of building the mileage and the speed back up, you know, how well that's going to go. I'm Joe Klinedinst of JK Endurance Coaching, and this is my journey from knee surgery to Ironman in 115 days. Okay, so it's Friday, March 12th, 8 days since my surgery. Had the successful swim this morning. Like I said, I think some water leaked in my little contraption that I made to keep it dry, but you know, everything with the incisions and the stereo strips stayed intact, so everything seems good. I'm just running through my prehab exercises quick before gonna give an attempt here for running. So I think my strategy is gonna be a warm up on the elliptical for maybe 10 minutes and then move over to the treadmill, ease into it, kind of see what things feel like, maybe up to 20 minutes of running then, you know, and then just kind of gauge it from there. As far as, obviously I'm not going to be tearing into any kind of fast pace, you know, but hopefully just kind of find the rhythm and get a little easy jog in, just to kind of test the waters. So I finished up 10-minute warm-up on the elliptical. Gonna move over to the treadmill. You know, as far as how anything felt, I would say I did notice something in the knee a little more than just riding the bike. So, you know, I'm definitely gonna be very conscious of that when I'm starting off here on the treadmill, but there's nothing I can do but hop on and see how it goes. So, see what happens. My first mile back, 8 days post-surgery, 9:05. I think my strategy is gonna be, feels pretty good, feels weird is the word I would use. I think there's a little fluid still in there. I think I'm gonna slow it down, walk a little, and then run another mile about the same pace, and call it a day. Yeah, there's zero pain at all over where the meniscus issue was. All the irritations kind of right behind the incisions, which when I said something to the doctor, that's the only place I felt pain, he kind of laughed at me and said, well, I just put 2 huge holes in your leg, and I had a camera in there and other equipment, so you know, what do you expect? So I shouldn't get too ahead of myself with my recovery here. I feel a little bit of discomfort is probably normal. It is Sunday, March 14th, and I'm here at the track for my second attempt at some running. I'm going to try to follow the same kind of concept or idea I did on the first one, where I maybe run a mile or so, walk a little, run a mile. The goal would be maybe 3 miles, just nice, comfortable, easy pace, and we'll see how things feel. All right, 1 mile down, done. 8:18 pace, which I tried to hold back. It just felt pretty easy, felt pretty good. I'm gonna walk half a lap or something, make sure everything feels good, and then I'll crank up another mile. 3 miles, a little bit of walking in between. I think it was something like an 8:10, a 7:50, then a 7:40, which wasn't really my goal to build the effort throughout. It just felt so good out here in shorts and running outside for the first time in a long time. No pain at all. Little fatigue, but like as far as pain, that's the best I've felt running in a really long time. It's Sunday, March 21st, and I'm heading over to the track for 30-minute run session. I think, is it 9 minutes on, 1 minute off? Not, 3 times that, so it'd be like 27 minutes of running with a little bit of 1 minute walks in between. Yesterday was the first day of spring, so we got, beautiful spring day. And a buddy of mine, former student from way back and a good friend, is gonna come over and just get some cool drone pics and stuff, so that'll try to amp up the content level, the quality level, the creative level of the channel a bit. So that is the plan for today. I did the easy 90 minutes on the bike this morning. The swelling was better today. Yesterday after had a hard 3-hour ride, and that had me a little nervous. There was more fluid than I would like, so I was really on top of icing and elevation. Got a good night's sleep, ate a lot better. I had the one kind of bad night of not eating healthy and having a couple beers. And I think that after just a long week maybe was the problem. So a good night of better eating, get better rest, icing. I iced a little bit after the ride this morning before the run. So definitely it's kind of pulled it back under control a little bit. So still getting dealing with some of that fluid. Like I said, it was worse yesterday, but not too bad today, just a little bit. Don't notice it much. When I start running, I'll feel it jiggling around a little bit. So it is March 23rd, and we are 96 days from Ironman Coeur d'Alene. And what's today? Tuesday. So it's not even, it's like 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks since my meniscus knee surgery. And better buckle up. So I'm headed to a rail trail. It's like a cinder trail by my house to run, and it's exactly 3/4 of a mile from the end of my driveway. So I have a pretty long driveway up a hill, so I typically walk down my driveway as a little bit of like a warm-up, and then start running on the road. But again, coming back from this injury, I'm kind of staying off the roads until things are feeling great. So I am going to just drive down and park at a parking lot right here, and then get today's run in, which today's run is, I'm built up now. I'm going to go 13 minutes on, 2 minutes off ×2. So basically the, continuous running for 13 minutes, still everything's an easy pace, which has just been falling just under 8-minute pace. Not even really looking at my watch, it's just what feels right. So hopefully that's how things feel. Now, I did have pretty leg crushing bike ride this morning, so I wouldn't be surprised today's pace might feel a little less. Plus I've been doing on the track, and today we're doing down here on the trail. So again, pace doesn't mean anything to me at this point. It's about time on my feet, just getting that confidence back and getting all of those moving parts used to the running again, so that we can kind of get the build back up and get some speed going closer to race day. Jinx it, but another quality session, moving back towards normal. I think next on tap, like I said, looking forward to Sunday's kind of consecutive 35 minutes, see how something like that feels going into week 3 of running. So week 2 is chugging along and feeling good. My short little trip home is over. I'll catch up with you guys later.